Hey guys, it's Zomo here, and after reading some of the comments from my last video, I decided to make a Worldpainter tutorial. So I was thinking in this tutorial we can make a couple of islands maybe. So I like to make my islands with snow. If I was making more of a tropical island, I would probably prefer to use some in-game tools like voxel sniper and other stuff. But let's just get started with this one. So I changed the dimensions to 1024 by 1024 just so it's a little bit larger. And we're going to change the hill height to 10, I would say. And the land level is going to be set at 50, and the water level is going to be set to 62. Oh my god. I don't like beaches. I find them kind of annoying. And if we set the population on it, it'll cause some beaches to show up anyways. So we're just going to uncheck that. Most of this looks fine, so we're just going to create. So as you can see, we're left with pretty much an ocean here. That's what we want. As you can see here, I have a lot of custom brushes, but we're not going to use any of these because most of you guys don't have any. So the first tool we're going to use is this one. Basically, we're just going to raise the land a little bit until we start to see this. Then we're going to take our flattening tool, and basically we're just going to create a basic shape for our island. We don't want like a perfect circle. We want more of a elongated shape, and maybe a more larger area for a mountain. And when we make this, we want to take into consideration that we want to build on this because building is awesome. We just don't want to look at something, even though it can look pretty, but we want to do something with it. So we're just going to make it a little bit large. I like this shape that we're doing. I'm kind of making a little bit of a peninsula at the end, just so it's a little bit diverse. So I'm thinking we could have a bit of a mountain here, then a flat area. Fix that. Okay, so sorry if you guys can hear me clicking. My mouse is really obnoxious, but so we're just gonna raise this. We don't want just this. That's boring. We're just gonna undo that. You can do Command Z or Edit, Undo, or whatever you guys like to do. But yeah. So I'm just gonna basically spam click a little bit. So I'm sorry if this picks up in the recording. Really, it's not what I wanted to do, but I really need to get a better mouse. So as you can see, we're raising this up until we get a bit of a higher point. So as you can see, we're starting to get a little bit of a mountain shape here. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna okay, let's increase the intensity a little bit. See how that's going faster? We're just gonna slowly, gradually work our way up. Now let's see what that looks like. Okay, this looks fine, but you see this shape here? We want to get more of a curved shape. Okay, so this should hopefully look a little bit better. Now let's see what that looks like. Yeah, I like the curves on that one way better. Just raise that up a bit. Now we're just gonna spam click around this general area just to give it a little bit of a nicer shape. Okay, so down here, we're just going to want to smooth that down a bit. It's looking a little bit rough. That's what I like to do. Because towards the building areas, you don't really want a bunch of rough patches. You want the rough patches to be more aesthetic than functional. So I like to keep it more rough towards the mountain where we're probably not going to build. So let's just go along. So we have a general mountain here. And I'm sorry if I'm a little bit sniffly. I did lose my voice in the last video, and that's because I'm currently a little bit sick. And I just want to apologize for that. I just really wanted to get you guys a good video. And if you don't like the way I sound, just mute the video maybe, and just play whatever music you like in the background, I guess. Like, I don't mind at all. So we're just gonna make a little bit more of a circular shape for this one. It's gonna be a bit randomized. The tool that we used to make that was the flattening tool. So we're just gonna change to the raise and lowering tool. Now, if you guys don't have much experience with Worldpainter, I will include a link to a couple tutorials, maybe in the description, and there will be a download for this after this video is done. So we're just going to do the same technique. We're just slowly, gradually shrinking this, and we're just going to add a little bit of roughness here and there. So spam click. Again, I'm really sorry about the mouse. I'm sorry, but I can't help it. It's too smooth. No, bad. Yeah, I like this shape. Let's see how it looks in the 3D. Yeah, see, it kind of looks decent. I don't like this here. See, it's too rough. We're gonna smooth that down. Instead of using the smooth tool, I'm just gonna raise the area around it a little bit more. That's gonna create a more natural look. And to make it so we can build, let's just smooth this. Okay. I like that. Let's check out the 3D view now. Yeah, see, it looks a little bit more refined. It still looks not perfect, but this is a tutorial, and I recommend if you're doing this for yourself, you spend a little bit more time on it, but I just want to get through it. So let's just create another mountain. I want it to kind of be a cross between the other two. So we're just going to flatten it out right at level 62, I believe. That's the ground level. You want it to be as low as one block right above the ocean level. Just so. The reason why I do this is because it's easier to draw lakes through it, I would say. Because if you already raise the terrain, then you're going to create some really deep lakes, and that's not what we want. We want just normal looking, more to scale builds. And just to show that, I'll draw like a little puddle here, I guess. So to lower the terrain, you just right click, but we don't want that. That looks kind of bad. Change my mind. So we're just gonna left click. And so we're gonna do the same thing that we did before. We're just gonna gradually raise the terrain. More, we're gonna create a little bit of a upside down L shape, but not as much as this one here. We're just gonna slowly raise this. Our time, but also hurry because it's a tutorial, and you guys have lives to get on with. I'm sure many of you guys want to listen to me talk over and over again. It's kind of annoying. So let's check out that shape. Now this is way too steep. We're just gonna raise the terrain around it, just to make it look a little bit more natural. Because I don't really want to lower it. Because when you lower it, you tend to mess up unless you undo it. That looks way better, but if you just lower it, it looks really smushed and everything. See, I like this shape. Little contours here. It looks kind of nice. Now we are just going to export it like this. Like, that's kind of boring. I would add another one here, but kind of pressed on time. So we're just going to add a deep snow layer, which is this snow block here. Now we don't want it to look weird, so we're just going to start off by making boom. Like, that's gonna look weird if we leave it like that, but we're just trust me on this one. So this is gonna make sure that there's no holes where there should be snow. So it should look decent at least. So now that we have places where we only want snow, we're just gonna change the brush and lower the intensity and just create like a softer layer around it so it doesn't look so jagged. Sorry if there's a lot of background noise. It's probably my mouse. So we're just gonna work our way around it, see how that looks. And now we're also gonna add a little bit of a frost layer because we want things to be more gradual. We don't want all of a sudden snow, no snow. We want a little bit of frost. So we're just gonna work our way around it. Again, sorry if I sound a little bit nasally, kind of feel sick. But here we go, we're just gonna work a frost layer around here. Okay, I'm liking this shape. So now the last thing we want to add is some trees, because it'll look boring without trees. So I like to usually lower the intensity a little bit so it doesn't look overwhelming. And then let's use this brush, the second brush. So we're just gonna, actually let's raise this intensity just about here. So we're just gonna go right around these mountains, just to create a little bit of a shape. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of spots here, I would say. Some light spots, just so it doesn't look totally plain. And here we go, we're just gonna add some more around here. A couple. The trees I'm using are pine trees. They look really nice for Worldpainter. I mean, you'll see when this is done. It'll look really good. Or the Worldpainter trees will. I don't know how mine will look, but I hope they look fine. So let's see. I think this looks fine. We're just gonna go and export as a new Minecraft map. Snow Islands. Yay. So we don't want this to be in survival, and we don't want your chest of goodies. Most of this looks fine. As for the border, normally I would do a water border, but what tends to happen is there tends to be like a really big cliff underneath the water, and it kind of looks weird to me, so I'm not going to do that for now. So we want resources to be everywhere, but we want to lower the intensity on this because it tends to be a little bit insane. And what I kind of don't like is to have water spawn inside my mountains. So we're just gonna lower this to, not 1,000, 100 roughly. I think that looks fine. Yeah, we don't want coal in our mountains either. Looks kind of weird. And we're gonna click allow Minecraft to populate the entire terrain. Oops. Yeah, we want to check this one too. Yeah, we want smooth snow. That's going to create a nice look. Looks about right. We're just going to export that. Okay, I'll cut the video here.